Marking Samus Aran's long-awaited Prime return, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond drops into a hostile world, with a mission that quickly spirals into a planet-wide conflict. Despite mystery clouding its reveal, Nintendo's latest deep dive has given us a clear picture of how this adventure will play, blending wide linear exploration, psychic-powered maneuvering, fluid combat, and high-stakes encounters against a horde of powerful opponents. From new traversal tools to visual overhauls and cross-hardware performance differences, here are 15 things you need to know before stepping into the Beyond. You're on planet Viewros. Answering a desperate Galactic Federation distress call, Samus Aran descends onto the uncharted planet of Viewros, a world currently under siege by her arch-rival, Sylux. Its surface is a patchwork of radically distinct biomes, lush jungles pulsing with alien plant life, colossal war factories, thunderstruck ruins, frozen laboratories, and volcanic industrial labs. Viewros is both hostile and hypnotic, with secrets tied to long-lost civilization Lemorn nestled within it. As Samus investigates, the planet's varied terrain forms the backdrop to a campaign of exploration, infiltration, and cosmic gunplay. Wheel and spoke overworld design. Viewros revolves around a central desert hub known as Sol Valley, a scorched expanse connecting all of its major biomes. Only a small group of reporters have explored the valley firsthand, but Nintendo's gameplay deep dive showcases its roadless sightlines and environmental barrenness. One concern, perhaps, is that an area this exposed risks diluting the Prime series' mysterious atmosphere, but until you experience it for yourself, Sol Valley remains an intriguing wildcard. Viola Bike Traversal. Still, crossing Sol Valley is made dramatically more efficient thanks to the Viola bike, a summonable two-wheeler that Samus rides across the sand. It's agile, capable of tight turns, smashing energy crystals, and even mid-drift combat attacks. Samus can lock onto enemies while mounted, weaving between rolling drones and rocky constructs with a flash of motocross flair. Crucially, the bike can be summoned in any biome where there's room to accelerate, expanding its traversal potential to moment-to-moment decisions rather than fixed to set pieces. Scanning is central to progression. Samus' scan visor is the visual key which unlocks Viewros' information war chest, highlighting objects, devices, enemies, flora, fauna, environmental clues, and anything else relevant to navigation. Scanning isn't optional here, it's a core mechanic which reveals how to open routes, manipulate machinery, interpret energy flows, and understand what befell the Lemorn. Much of Beyond's storytelling is delivered environmentally, with scanning the backbone in how you read the world. New power, psychic and telekinetic combat ability. Samus' suit now channels a violet-hued psychic energy that reshapes her armor and arsenal. Projectiles can curve mid-air under mental direction, beams can lock onto multi-angle trajectories, and psychic gloves allow her to seize, shove, and redirect environmental hazards and enemy mobs. These powers give her a new combat identity, centering less on pure firepower and more on control, accuracy, and spatial dominance. New power, verticality, and traversal through psychic tech. Psychic abilities don't just stop at combat, they introduce an entirely new layer of verticality to Viewros. Violet trackways sling Samus through the air in morph ball form, stretchable psychic threads attached to anchor points, functioning like telekinetic grapples if you will. Environmental puzzles revolve around shifting energy conduits, rotating machinery, and guiding modes to unlock ancient Lemorn systems. These additions elevate Beyond's traversal into something more kinetic, aerial, and puzzle-driven. Galactic Federation troopers need rescuing. Just like Samus, numerous Galactic Federation troopers were scattered across Viewros during Sylux's assault, each now transmitting distress signals from deep within the planet's hazardous biomes. As you explore, you'll track down these lost operatives and pull them out of crises. Some will briefly fight alongside Samus, with several holding upgrades which they'll then pass on. This means rescues are embedded directly into progression here, they're not to be treated as optional detours. Trooper companions come with a warning. The most discussed example so far is Miles McKenzie, a bespectacled engineer you'll encounter early on in the game. Presenting Samus with a missile upgrade demonstrates his gratitude is immediate, but unfortunately so is his commentary. His quips, hints, and sarcastic asides run counter to Beyond's atmospheric tone, creating an uncomfortable tension between Samus' silence and his banal chatter. If Miles represents the approach to be taken by the rest of the rescue troopers, there's a genuine risk that portions of the game will feel over-explained or worse, annoying. Sylux takes center stage. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond positions Sylux as the architect of the Viewros invasion. He's a calculating force, a powerful masked bounty hunter with deep-seated hatred for the Federation. Footage highlights his advanced tech and weaponry, likely stolen from the Federation's research, his command over specialized drones, and a near equal footing with Samus as a skilled warrior and marksman. No longer a throwaway fixture, Sylux uses his vendetta against Samus to shape Viewros' planet-wide conflict. Not much else is known about him, so we'll need to just wait and see how engaging he is as an actual adversary here. Expanded combat fluidity. Beyond the psychic powers we've mentioned, Nintendo isn't introducing sweeping changes to Samus' ability and beyond. However, gameplay demos do emphasize a shift in fluidity. Samus moves faster, aims more responsively, and transitions between abilities, bodied form to morph ball for instance, much more seamlessly here. Her streamlined movements all contribute to a combat style that's crisp, modern, and readable. Beyond's battling mixes mobility, verticality, scanning strategy, environmental manipulation, and intense firepower into a smooth rhythm beyond what may have expected. Dialed up boss battles. Early footage showcases Samus' clash with Abarex, a planet-like enemy which shifts shield positions, ejects violent shockwaves, and transforms mid-fight via a power-up. Mechanic-wise, you'll need to be extremely adept, alternating weak point targeting, using the morph ball for evasion, and blasting the control beam with precision to best them. As far as tutorial bosses go, Abarex is a tough one, indicating perhaps Metroid Prime 4 is poised to test every skill, while utilizing every tool and power-up Samus has in her arsenal. The Lamorn are the heart of Viewros' mystery. Throughout Samus' adventure, remnants of the Lamorn civilization loom over everything. Their ruins house energy systems, dormant machinery, and coded glyphs. Their presence isn't just a background detail here, they are woven directly into puzzles, traversal, knowledge, and narrative, and the planet's underlying architecture. Through scanning, studying, and environmental interaction, you'll piece together a story that Viewros itself seems eager to conceal. Exploration is wide linear, not open world. Beyond structure has been described as wide rather than open, with regions offering multiple paths, hidden zones, and branching exploration, but progress exuding platforming flavor in its requirement to revisit areas once the right tools and upgrades have been acquired. The Soul Valley itself allows large-scale navigation, whereas each biome feels handcrafted, layered, and laced with secrets which reward the curious. There's freedom yet kept at arm's length by thinly veiled boundaries. Significant visual overhaul. Beyond features a fresh visual aesthetic which moves away from photorealism towards a more memorable, unique, almost 70s sci-fi appearance. Suggesting that more powerful hardware drives the game's art style, Metroid Prime 4 shimmers with dense foliage, shines with bioluminescent spores, and dynamically reflects an armor's sheen. These changes serve to heighten immersion through mood rather than just pure fidelity. That said, if you're playing Metroid Prime 4 Beyond on Switch 2, you'll experience superior performance. Reports indicate up to 120 FPS at 1080p when docked in performance mode, while a separate quality mode suggests 4K resolution at 60 FPS. Also, the Switch 2 version benefits from HDR support, improved texture models, and sharp environmental details. Whether higher frame rates or picture quality, the Switch 2 version is set to support the game's fluid movement via smooth camera motion and clearer aiming. Worth mentioning, however, core gameplay pillars remain unchanged on both the Switch and the Switch 2 versions. So, what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.